Hello, I'm Tim Hilk, the President and CEO of the YMCA of Greater Cleveland. As we celebrate our 170th anniversary, I wanted to tell you about our organization's remarkable journey. From our humble beginnings in 1854, catering to young men during the Industrial Revolution, to our contemporary role in nurturing the health and well-being of diverse communities. Our mission is more than buildings and programs. It's about people. The story of the YMCA of Greater Cleveland's progression into the organization it is today is fascinating and motivating. It's a story of people passionate about their community and willing to overcome obstacles. It's a tale of transformation as our Y evolved to meet the changing needs of those we serve. Let's start at the beginning.
The YMCA of Greater Cleveland was officially established in February of 1854, making it one of the oldest YMCAs in the United States. It was founded in response to the social and spiritual needs of young men moving to cities during the Industrial Revolution. The YMCA aimed to provide a safe Christian environment where these men could find support, guidance, and recreation. Its founding leaders included prominent figures from the local religious and business communities, such as James A. Garfield, who would later become the 20th President of the United States. The Y began humbly in rented rooms on Superior and West 3rd Streets in Cleveland. Its initial activities included prayer meetings, a Sunday school, a lending library, and lectures by prominent figures like Henry Ward Beecher and Cassius M. Clay. Over the years, the YMCA of Greater Cleveland expanded its services and programs to meet the community's changing needs. It offered a wide range of activities and resources, including fitness programs, sports leagues, swimming facilities, educational programs, and social activities. The organization also played a crucial role during wartime, providing services to military personnel. Let's learn a little more about the Y's impact across the eras. From its very first inception, the YMCA of Greater Cleveland was an innovator. When a community issue couldn't be addressed by an existing means, the Y created a solution. In 1901, as immigrants flooded into Cleveland, there were many boys who were homeless with no enrichment opportunities. To address this unmet need, the Cleveland YMCA became the first YMCA in the country to dedicate a building exclusively to work with boys between 12 and 18 years of age. By 1903, nearly 1,000 boys belonged to the program, and more such buildings were being contemplated. The Cleveland YMCA appreciated that the Y needed to serve more than just Protestant men, even though many other YMCAs were more restrictive. By 1901, the Cleveland Y was already populated with hundreds of Roman Catholics and Jews. It gave access to, quote, any young men of good moral character, unquote. The Cleveland YMCA began admitting Black members at a time when not all residents and members were ready to accept desegregation, but the YMCA held to its principles. Educational services were limited in the early 1900s, especially for immigrants. In 1912, the Cleveland YMCA developed the Cooperative Apprentice School, linking 89 students with local businesses. By 1919, it was educating more men in Cleveland than any institution except the State University. YMCA volunteer leader Henry Sherwin, the co-founder of Sherwin-Williams Company, led the establishment of the first branch in the country designed to serve the needs of railroad workers. As one thankful man wrote, "Before today, my letters have been written in saloons and cost me 3 or 4 glasses of beer before they were finished. Now, I have my money in my pocket. Oh, how nice this room is." Henry Sherwin also helped lead a 1901 survey of the 16th Ward of Cleveland, which found close to 8,000 people living in 724 homes with only 83 bathtubs between them. This was emblematic of what was happening across Cleveland. The Y played a leading role in the construction of bathhouses across the city, providing a means for the poor to keep themselves, their clothes, and their homes clean. Cleanliness is also a determinant of good health. During the first year alone, 135,000 individual baths were taken, a number that grew to 232,000 in 1908. In the summer of 1899, the Cleveland YMCA was given use of a vacant lot on the corner of Madison and Cedar Avenues. With funds from John D. Rockefeller, the Y opened Cleveland's first playground. Its success inspired the city and the Y's leaders to establish playgrounds throughout the city. The Cleveland Y's pioneering work in establishing community centers in immigrant neighborhoods led to the development of independent neighborhood houses like Glenville Neighborhood House and Goodrich House. The Y recognized the need for services that would support these new Americans in their adjustment and integration process. By establishing community centers in immigrant neighborhoods, the YMCA aimed to provide a welcoming space that offered social services, educational programs, and recreational activities. These centers served as vital resources for immigrant communities, offering English language courses, job training, legal assistance, and cultural activities that helped bridge the gap between their native cultures and their new American identities. To fund their expensive support of our troops during World War I, the Cleveland YMCA and the Red Cross collaborated on fundraising. More than 30 other organizations joined in the effort, which was called the Victory Chest. In 1917, through innovative fundraising tactics, including introducing payroll deduction, the fund raised $10 million. That's $230 million adjusting for inflation. This fundraising technique became a national practice known today as the United Way. Upon the passing of Sherwin-Williams' executive and YMCA volunteer leader, Sereno P. Fenn, a fund was bequeathed to the Cleveland Y in 1928. Some of those funds were used to erect a building solely dedicated to education. The new Fenn building was connected to the Central Y. Eventually, all the Y's college-level programs were based in what was called the Fenn College of the Cleveland YMCA School of Technology. The institution continued to evolve, and in 1964, Fenn College merged with the other institutions to become Cleveland State University, carrying forward the legacy of the YMCA's educational pioneering spirit. Sports play a significant role in the YMCA's mission, reflecting the organization's holistic approach to health, which encompasses spiritual, physical, and mental well-being. The Y's engagement with sports is rooted in its history and foundational principles, aiming to support the development of healthy, capable, and caring individuals. The YMCA of Greater Cleveland has played a vital role in establishing and supporting youth basketball, baseball, swimming, and other sports leagues across our region. Among the most notable athletic programs our Y created is the Junior Cavs. Developed in conjunction with the NBA's Cleveland Cavaliers, Junior Cavs is a youth basketball program offered to children and teenagers of different ages and skill levels. It emphasizes having fun while encouraging skill development, teamwork, sportsmanship, and community involvement. The program was so successful, it has been replicated by the NBA teams across the country.
Today, the YMCA of Greater Cleveland continues to be an integral part of the community. We offer innovative programs and services to strengthen the spiritual, mental, and physical well-being of individuals and families. We remain dedicated to our founding principles while adapting to the evolving needs of community we serve. Thank you for viewing this video. Join us next time as we examine how the Y supports our troops and their families.